So, what kind of things are we going to learn in Now What Photography?
Oh, you're going to love it. First off, you're going to get over your fear of using your camera. Sure, your iPhone is going to take great pictures, but do they really last? What do you do with them afterward? We're going to show you some great things that you can do with your camera, composition techniques to make your pictures really pop, really shine, and the ins and outs of this very complicated machine that works for you.
Well, I can just put it in automatic mode, right?
Oh, you're missing out on so much if you put it in automatic mode. You really don't have control over your camera. When you go to a sporting event and you want that action shot that freezes time, or you want to take a really nice portrait that has a good shallow depth of field, you don't get that in automatic mode.
I'm going to learn how to use manual mode then, or am I going to use one of the other modes on my camera? I don't really know what they all mean.
Oh yeah, we'll cover all the modes.
In fact, I'm taking back control with manual mode, right?
Absolutely, and you'll be thankful that you did. You'll be able to control your pictures in a way that you've never been able to before.
It's actually easier than you think. So is there really anything to composition then?
Focusing on your composition will make all the difference in the world. You'll be able to go from just snapping pictures of anything to telling stories every time you take a picture.
Why do we want to tell a story with our picture and not just snap a picture when we see one?
Little did you know, every time you take a picture, you're telling a little story in that moment. So, you might as well have your stories say the right thing.
What are the other elements that we're going to learn in this course?
Composition is just the start of it. You start taking mindful pictures that really stand out. And then we're also going to get over our fear of using the camera, how it actually works. We'll get into exposure, shutter speed, aperture. Why would you change those things? And when would each one work the best? We'll also talk about shooting modes, metering modes. There are all kinds of different settings that on the surface seem kind of overwhelming. We'll pick them apart and make it a whole lot more
easy. A lot of times when you are going to the settings of a DSLR, it feels overwhelming. But in all reality, we take it apart so that you can see how easy it really is in the end. If you have the knowledge and know the rules, then you're able to put them together in a way that doesn't take hardly any work at all. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. It can be easy. So is this a beginner's course, or is this a course for someone who's already done photography for a long time?
If you're a beginner with a camera, you're in the right boat.
And it gives a ton of value for being a first course.
What you learn in our basic class, really everything builds on itself. And then by the time you get to the end of it, you'll feel like a pro. And then you can go on to level 2, which is more advanced photography. Focus on lighting and focusing on posing and possibly making photography even a business. We'll cover editing in Lightroom, editing in Photoshop. So if you're a beginning photographer,
or a mom with kids,
or a millennial with a DSLR,
or a soccer dad,
or a clueless photographer,
or a newlywed,
and you want to know how to use your camera,
then this course will take you to new places with your memories. It will take your memories from just being things that you remember in your head to being great memories that you can share with others visually
and pass on for generations.
If this sounds like something that you need, join us in this course, Now What Photography.